A lot of y'all are going to get enough of running off on the plug. A lot of y'all are going to get enough of running off on the plug, okay? God is the plug. God is the plug. And you keep running off. What's up, y'all? My name is Nikila Serenity, and this is episode 7 of Nikila Serenity. This segment on my page is called Nikila Serenity, not because my middle name is Serenity, but because the definition of serenity is the state of being calm and untroubled, and also what I like to call unproblematic. All right, y'all already know. Come on now, y'all know. Y'all already know we're gonna start the day off with an affirmation. Let's get right into it. It is okay to not be exactly where you want to be, but it is not okay to quit because you still have ground to cover. Don't let now determine the shape of the rest of your life to be miserable. You are doing great and you'll do better when you keep going, okay? Snap, snap, do the poetry snap if y'all feeling it, okay? Today's subject is going to be about 2025 may be the year you see people for who they really are. You are going to see people change. Let me put this back here. You are going to see people in the light you have never seen them before. And it is okay. Like, this is going to be a drastic change for your life and for the way that your life is going to be shaped for the rest of your life. 2024 was already that year everybody was putting it on the floor, okay? Cat Williamson started off the year all crazy and it ended off just as crazy. Everybody was getting put on blast. Friendships was being put on blast. 2024 may have even been the year you've seen people for who they truly are. 2024 was definitely the year that I've lost people. I've gained some new people. I've lost relationships and gained some new ones. So 2025 is definitely going to be that year that you start seeing people act in ways that you've never seen them act before. Those monitoring people, they're going to start coming to the forefront, and the hatred that they have for you, those monitoring people, the hatred that they have for you is going to start coming to light. You're going to have to know how to handle this emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You're going to have to know how to handle losing people so close to you. First off, and this is the most important thing, you are going to have to know how to identify these people before you let them too close to you, before you let them know what your next step is, before you let them know what you are doing next. You cannot always let the left hand know what the right is doing. So you're going to have to identify what this person means to you and what this person means for you before the year starts, honestly, and really before the year ends. Don't wait until the New Year's to have these New Year resolutions that you're gonna get rid of people that's this and that. Don't wait, y'all. Don't wait. Start to identify these people when you see them. The people that I lost, honestly, I'm so happy that they're not around anymore, and I'm gonna tell you why. The way that you handle losing somebody will shape your future and shape how you handle losses in the future. So let's get into it. To handle losing someone close to you is important to acknowledge your pain, allow yourself to grieve, seek support from loved ones or a therapist, take care of your physical health, embrace memories of the person, and understand that the grieving process takes time. Now, listen, I do feel like when it comes to losing a person around you that is very, very close to you, you're so used to them being around, it doesn't necessarily mean that they died. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not on earth with us anymore. Sometimes you have to grieve the presence of somebody being around. So you have to seek these things, seek a loved one to talk about it with. I've had a friendship for 16 years, 16 consecutive years. And recently me and this friendship had to call it quits. So we're no longer friends anymore. And I had to grieve their presence not being around me anymore. Their presence, just plain on not being around, you know? You have to grieve these people at the end of the day. I actually went through something and I seen who that person really was and what that person meant for me. So when it came to getting rid of this friendship and not having this friendship no more, though I was sad about all the good times that we shared, but also I had to remember and weigh out the good and the bad, and remember that this person wished bad on me. This person brought the worst out of me. This person competed with me in times that didn't even permit competition. This person competed with me even though I was their friend. So I had to think about all these times that this person has put me in a space to where I reacted in a low vibrational space. I reacted in my lower self. And I'm just happy to not have that around me anymore. So 2025 being the time that you're going to see people for who they are. 2025 being the year that you're going to see people for who they are has nothing to do with the retrograde and, it has nothing to do with the universe. It has everything to do with just you becoming a better version of yourself. It has everything to do with you watching these videos to become better. You can go on my channel and you can see videos of learning emotional intelligence, learning how to be a leader and not a follower. You have to learn things about yourself and things around you in order for you to become a better person. So it has nothing to do with the universe and everybody gonna be getting exposed, because there's people in this earth that have not learned enough about themselves to see the people around them and to see the disgust in themselves. You seeing the truth about people and the truth about your loved ones and the truth about your loved ones coming out in 2025 have nothing to do with nothing but you. In the way that you view yourself and the respect you have for yourself, putting boundaries in place. It has everything to do with boundaries. Because boundaries, what did she say? I seen this video of Keke Palmer and I was like, oh my goodness, this has everything to do with the video that I'm about to make. She said, boundaries give your loved ones the chance to show up for you, but it also exposes the ones that don't want to show up for you. So, you have to, the way that you're going to expose people in your life next year, you have to put boundaries in place. You have to respect yourself. You have to grieve their presence being around. You have to love yourself. You have to stop asking for permission to like yourself. You have to stop monitoring people your plans. You have to do all these things to become a better person. And it's not always about being liked. Now, I'm not saying cut everybody off in your life and everybody's a monitoring spirit, just become this lonely person, No, I'm saying surround yourself with better people, or surround yourself with people who are on the same shit you on. Simple. That's the simplest way I could put it. Surround yourself with people that's on the same shit you on. If you trying to surround yourself with a million type of people and people that's from your past and people that's of the future, and you ain't did enough work to change yet, you could potentially mess up future relationships. Do the work on yourself and become a better person before you try to insert somebody else on your bullshit. Grieving that person. When that person is no longer around you and you finally seen who that person is, respect the process. Don't get so deep in the dump and deep in your feelings to where you allow this person back around you. Okay, I've done that a million times. Like, I've let my feelings get in the way, and then I've allowed an old friend around me knowing that old friend should have stayed the hell away from me. Knowing that friend should have stayed away from me. Be serious. I be setting, like, it's multiple times I have set myself up for failure and then turned around and wonder why that person didn't change or wonder why that person act the same. It's because you allowed that person back around you and you knew that person did not do the job to change their self to be around the new version of you. So now you and this person, y'all vibes don't even, you was operating at a low vibration when you was friends with this person. So do you honestly think that you could be around this person and they're still operating in their lower self? Be serious. You have to be serious, okay? That's why I also say, like, you were operating in a low vibe too. You were operating in your lower self too. You weren't in that administrative thought. You was operating in that lower self too. That's how you were able to be friends with this person. You and this friend hate the same things. You and this friend think the same. You and this friend are negative the same. You and this friend have a lot of the same disgusting traits in your personality. It's like when you start this in, you start to ask yourself, what do me and this person have in common that's good? And then you weigh in the pros and the cons and you look stupid because you and this person don't do nothing but hate the same. Y'all hate the same people. Y'all got mommy issues. Y'all got daddy issues. Y'all trauma bonded. You and this person have nothing in common but trauma bond. So when you do the work on yourself to become a better person, I promise you, people in 2025 will start to expose themselves for who they really are. But don't get it twisted, because y'all know what this page is for. Y'all know what this YouTube for. 2025, you might be the person that get exposed, and that's why you're here trying to be better. You might be the person that get exposed next year. Don't think that you are the most positive person in everybody's life. You can be that negative person in somebody's life, and you might get exposed next year. And when you do, come back. Come back and watch the rest of my videos and start on that self-growth journey, okay, babe? All we care about in 2025, the rest of 2024, is real life, getting on it to the point where we never go back to who we used to be. That's it. We don't want to hear nothing about nothing else but being a better person. Let's grieve the old us. Let's grieve the old people we used to be around. Let's grieve the old friendships. Let's grieve the old friendship between you and negativity also. Sorry, my camera stopped recording. That's stupid. But let's grieve the friendship with you and negativity also. Let's not let this be a habit, okay? It does not need to be a habit for you to be a disgusting person. Go back and watch them videos, and then look, this is Get Better. This is Serenity University, babe. We're learning calmness. We're learning to be untroubled. We're learning to be unproblematic. You're learning this from a crash out, a former crash out. You're learning how to tap into your serenity from a former crash out. From a person that used to be disgusting, from a person that's still working on her disgusting ways. You're learning serenity with me. You're learning serenity with the former crash out. You're learning serenity with a former disgusting person, or a person that's trying not to be disgusting anymore. You're learning serenity with a person that used to talk bad about people. You're learning serenity from a person that will put their self on blast for you. You don't have to do it. You can watch these videos in secrecy. Nobody's asking you to broadcast that you watch these videos, okay? But I'm going to broadcast the fact that there's a lot of us that grew up in the situation we grew up around the people that we grew up with, that need help tapping into our peace, tapping into our calmness, tapping into being untroubled, tapping into being unproblematic. We need help tapping into these spaces of our life so that we can break the cycle. Like I said in my last video, I am not a generational curse breaker. I will start anew though. Because if I try to go down the line and break every single curse with every single cousin, auntie, and so many people have done so many things to us that it's just like, try to start anew, but you have to do it the right way. If you're going to start a new journey, you have to do it the right way. You cannot just say, okay, everything that happened, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to go get help for it. I'm not going to talk to a therapist. I'm not going to watch self-growth videos. What I'm going to do is just start new and expect all the things that I did just to disappear. I have hurt people. I cannot erase everything that I've done to a person and just move on with my life. I have hurt people. I have to be held accountable for that. I have physically abused humans, other humans. I have to be held accountable for that. But what is better than holding yourself accountable? Because I'm not going to wait for nobody to beat me up. Because I guarantee you can't beat me up. No, I'm just playing. I'm just like, what I'm saying is I'm just not going to wait around for somebody to retaliate and beat me up from stuff I did. No, okay, if you want to do that, that's you. But, hold yourself accountable. Start saying sorry to people. Start apologizing for your past mistakes. Don't go far back and apologize for something you did 10 years ago. I mean, at this point, I will hope both parties let it go. You feel me? But it don't always work like that. If you see that person in public, ain't nothing to go over there and speak and, apologize for what you did. If your conscience is that heavy, if your spirit is that heavy, Don't just walk around like you're just so unproblematic. Don't walk around like you're just so unapologetic. Oh, now all of a sudden you woke up and you feel like, oh, I'm changing today. I'm becoming a better person. I'm watching self-growth videos, but you don't really revisit nothing that you've done to hurt people. You cannot do stuff like that. Faith without works is dead. So you can't even use God and be like, God, forgive me. God, as long as I put it in God's hands, at this point, are you really even God's child? Because you are making an excuse for doing your dirt and not paying for what you've done. A lot of y'all are going to get enough of running off on the plug. A lot of y'all are going to get enough of running off on the plug. Okay. God is the plug. God is the plug. And you keep running off because you don't want to apologize for some stuff you did here on earth. He's blessing you with free will, but that don't mean that you could just do dirt with your free will and not have to pay for it. We get it. You're going to pay for it when the time comes and the horn is blown. We get it. But baby, you better apologize to me. Somebody better apologize to me. I need to apologize to some people. So don't be mad in the future. Don't be mad in 2025 when you're the one being exposed. Whoever is around you doing their dirt, whoever is around you secretly doing their dirt on you, I promise 2025 will be the year you would have been done evolved into a whole different woman, a whole different man. Whoever doing their dirt in 2025, they will be the ones getting exposed because you won't have the same mind and mentality that you had this year. That's just logical. When you grow, when you mentally put your thoughts into, when you mentally put your soul and your whole body into a space of where you're forced to grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I promise you, the people that you once looked at like, the people that you once put on a pedestal, they will get knocked down a few steps. They will get knocked down a few steps. The people that their life you once glorified, you will start to think about them different. 2025, it'll be a whole new you, and a lot of people will be exposed. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nikila Serenity, and once again, this is episode 7 of Nikila Serenity. Don't forget to come on back, and enjoy another episode of Nikila's Serenity when you are free.